I want to share with you how I personally plan my content and create my strategy for the year. I know that we are already moving into the end of the first quarter, but some of you haven't done it yet, sis, and you need to create a strategy for your success. Grab these tools and you can benefit from the experience that I've had and how I've grown my business. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea Patrick, the BU Boss. If you didn't know and you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like personal style, business tips, and beauty videos, because that's what we're talking about here on this channel. I personally believe that there is an intersection between your business life and your personal life so that you can have a quality of life. And I'm sharing all the tea about how to create and leverage a personal brand to help you do just that. Today on the show, I want to share with you how I personally plan my content and create my strategy for the year. I know that we are already moving into the end of the first quarter, but some of you haven't done it yet, sis, and you need to create a strategy for your success. So today I'm gonna pull my computer up, do a little bit of a screen share with you some of the tools that I have created and used and have been using for years to create an amazing strategy for my year. So if that sounds like something that you want to know more about for yourself and your business, trust and believe it helps me with my quality of life, because hunty, if I did not have some sort of a plan, I would be crazy. I would feel like I was drowning, which I used to feel like, and that's how I know this works. Make sure that you stick around to the end, because I am going to be sharing with you how you can actually go ahead and get exactly what I'm sharing with you in my screen shares and some of the exact same tools that I've used myself. Oh, by the way, go ahead and comment down below and say, girl, yes, I need some help with my organization. Type that in the box below. Say, girl, yes, I need help. Type that, and let's go ahead and get over to my computer. So the first thing I do when I am thinking about what my goals are for the year, I always create my focused vision. And a focused vision is one that is purposeful. I execute this vision with authenticity and intention. And I have an entire program that I can walk you through if that's something you're interested in, to help me get focused and find that purpose and make sure that my actions are intentional. So I can definitely walk you through that. We had a great group this year. I did it with a group of ladies and we had a wonderful time, and they found a lot of benefit from it. So if that's something that you'd like to know more about, definitely leave a comment below and I can help you out with that. Now, a focused vision is broken up into 4 sections. The first one being goal setting, obviously, right? You have to know what it is you're trying to do. And I recently heard someone say that they don't set goals anymore, they set objectives, because goals are like the end of something. It's the end of the road or the end of the line, a destination, if you will. And objectives are ideas that you are trying to achieve, that it's a direction you're trying to go, but not necessarily something that is completed. It's an ongoing thing. So I don't know if I like that better or worse or whatever, but I do like the idea at this point of setting some sort of a goal or goals for the year. So I do that. And then the next section is about creating those intentional behaviors that are going to help you achieve your goal. I go into a lot of detail with this section, so I'm not going to try to explain it here, but yeah, you definitely have to create those intentional behaviors. And then after that, I look at the risk calculation. What could prevent me from achieving these goals or, being focused? What are some deterrents? What are some distractions? And I like to kind of get these things out of the way as I can think of them when I'm doing my planning. And then lastly, it's all about the workflow creation as part of the focus vision, because I believe that we have to create systems first, and then after we create systems, there have to be some method to the madness within the system, and that's the process. And then after we've gotten all of that settled, the workflow is our day-to-day. It's how we're going to map things out and be consistent. So anyway, that's the very first thing I do. I use my focused vision to sort of set the tone for how I am going to achieve my goals throughout the year. It's so easy to get bogged down with all the things that are happening in your business. As a matter of fact, I just did an entire collaboration on that called Falling Back in Love with Your Business, or How to Fall Back in Love with Your Business. We'll link the playlist down below, because it is definitely worth a run through, because the information given there is gold. I actually collaborated with 2 amazing women, Allegra Jackson and Kelly Williams, they offered up some golden tips as well as some tips that I shared as well. But these products are tools that I have used. Now, I didn't use the tools specifically because I created the tools, but the benefit I think you'll get from it is basically finding some organization, getting a little peace of mind for yourself with the way you do business. And the beauty is some of these tools are free and they are very simple to use. So I kind of want to walk you through them. One of them is, the first one I'm going to talk to you about is my BTB or Be the Brand Business Journal. This book is so good, y'all. It is basically a compilation of bundles that I did years ago when I had a membership site. And I enlisted the help of several experts in various areas of business to collaborate with me inside these bundles, and they would share their expertise and I would create sort of a report, if you will, on some of the topics. And so it's tons of statistical information. I also created some activities to help you apply the information that is being shared. The experts also provided some tools themselves that are very helpful. And so I took all of that, 4 different bundles that I put together actually, and I made a book out of it. It's an interactive book that you can really gain a lot of help from as you grow your business and know that you're getting expert information. But one, I'm not going to go through the whole book with you because obviously you need to go grab the book and it will be linked below. I'm actually considering doing a downloadable version or a PDF version of it in ebook form. So by the time you watch this video, if I have done that, then I will definitely link that down below. But one of the things that I think keeps us from doing some of the other things that I'm going to talk to you about today is the fact that we cannot stay motivated. When we first start our business, of course, we're so excited about it. You know, we've got this great idea. We feel like we have a solution to a particular problem, and we just know beyond a shadow of a doubt that people are going to come. And inevitably what happens is once you run through that initial group of people, your friends, your family, your best friends who try out your product or your service, it's difficult to get more people on board, those people that you don't know. Or you might feel like it's not working the way you wanted it to. It's not panning out the way you thought it would. And so your inspiration sort of falters, your motivation falters, and you need a way to stay motivated. So one of the chapters in the book is all about how you can stay motivated and some things that you can do. So I just kind of wanted to show it to you really quickly. So this is what the book looks like on the outside. This is my version that I just had bound when I first created it, but yours would actually be bound in a different way. But see here, we've got a chapter on how to stay motivated, and it's the Be the Brand while being motivated to get back to business. And so that is something, and it's an entire chapter dedicated to staying motivated. And I put a little placeholder here, but then also I have like an activity that will help you sort of determine how to stay motivated. And there are activities like that all throughout the book, so you don't have to worry about like knowing how to apply it, because I'm giving you actual activities that you can use to apply the information and material provided throughout the book. So that is my Be the Brand Business Journal. Now, the next tool that I think you should use is the Be You Guide, and I'm going to share with you why. I think this is a really good tool that you can use to sort of jumpstart the creation of your personal brand and the leveraging of your personal brand. So I created this document because I thought that giving you these 3 steps would be very helpful, especially in helping you to understand the value that your personal brand is going to bring to the table. I know you think that obviously you can do these things without it, but I really believe that longevity is about authenticity and organic connection with your audience and building community. And you really need to know how to do that, like build relationship, to gain a reputation for your business, to build relationship with those who engage, and to actually build rapport and connection for those repeat sales, those referrals being given, things of that nature. So let me show you real quickly the Be You Guide and a little bit of how I think you can use it. It's really windy out here, but here you go. Like, this is the welcome page, and the guide is really sharing with you 3 steps to leverage your personal brand for organic business growth. And I talk to you about some very important elements that is very valuable. I go into that in a little bit more detail here. So I go through these 3 steps and I share them with you. So I didn't actually use the tool, I created it. I came up with this process because it was very helpful to me when I was trying to grow my business and get out there and get exposure and really when I was trying to determine who I wanted to be in my business, because I feel it's so important to define that, because ultimately you're going to work with other people. And I think that setting boundaries, learning how to manage people's expectations, understanding exactly who you want your business to be in the eyes of people watching and what message you want that brand to convey, even when you're not able to speak, is really important. And that to me is the value of personal branding, and the process and the steps that I share with you to leverage your personal brand, I think are very important. Now, the next thing that I did was to use another tool, and I'm going to share that with you. Actually, again, I didn't use the tool, I used the practice, and then I created the tool. So let me show you what that is real quick. So after I used my BU guide and I understood how I wanted to leverage my personal brand, I actually decided to take a look at all the holidays and make some decisions about what holidays I wanted to have campaigns for. And I think the beauty of this guide is that it is a tool for planning, creating, and executing amazing marketing campaigns. This is definitely a plus when you are starting out, because nobody is really telling you what to do. And one of the things that really would frustrate me when I first started my business was I would see people running amazing campaigns for Christmas and for Thanksgiving and for Mother's Day and for Valentine's Day and for New Year's and for every holiday in between. And I would often wonder, how in the world are they able to get this stuff up so quickly? I mean, it seems like they just innately knew what to do, and that it would seem like it was like last minute, but it was right on time. And I very quickly learned that it was mostly they had planned, they had created a strategy, they had developed a campaign for that particular holiday. And so I looked at the holidays, I looked up when they were, and I did a little bit of research to determine when the best time was for me to actually start planning the campaign, actually executing the elements that were going to be needed for the campaign, and then ultimately launching the campaign. And I am providing you with that information inside this particular tool. So again, these are just amazing tools that I've used so that I can be productive throughout the year. I can create my material, my promotional material, and really grow my business. And I think that you would definitely benefit from them as well. Throughout this guide, I am sharing with you just really good tips on how you can effectively use this for your own business. That positive customer experience is key, because it doesn't do you any good if you create amazing products, plan out this fantastic campaign, but then on the back end of it, you're not doing anything to nurture your customer, or the process through which your customer has to go through to get that amazing value is not seamless. It's causing them stress. It's too many steps. They're frustrated. So the experience of your customer is not going to be one that would make them want to come back or to continue experiencing your brand. So I think capturing that sales funnel template that I have for you is going to be another good idea. And so let me show you a little bit about that as well. This is based on my experience, and I think that you can benefit from that. It's no point in you reinventing the wheel, right? So don't do it. Use the tools that I have for you, and I promise you that you'll definitely be a lot more prepared for the process of growing your business on a digital platform. So let's go ahead and look at the anatomy of a sales funnel very quickly. We dive right into the anatomy of a sales funnel. I break it up into systems, just like you would if you were talking about a body, like the body of your own anatomy. And so this is the analysis system, and you'll see as you go through that there are several other systems that relate to the anatomy of your sales funnel. But for this one, we want to take the pulse of your target audience, and you want to ask questions. And I have a list of questions that you can answer for yourself that will be very helpful. And then I also go in and I help you, give you a little activity that you can fill in here that sort of helps guide you along the process. So again, I did not use these tools in terms of I found them somewhere and I used them to help me. These tools were created from my own experience and what I've learned over the years, and I just really want to be a resource for you to help you do the same and grow your business. And it doesn't make sense for you to go through all the same steps that we all went through when we first started. Grab these tools and you can benefit from the experience that I've had and how I've grown my business. Now, if you have stuck around to the end, I wanted to share with you a couple of other tools that I use that I have created that are very helpful as well, and that is my podcast production planner and my content strategy development template. And these are both templates that I have created in Asana that are only $15 a piece, and I also have a blog content calendar strategy template as well. And each of them are $15, but I am willing to give you a special today so that you can get them all for $40 if you want them. And let me know, and I will add in all of these templates and tools that I have shared with you today that I created based on my own experience as I was growing my business. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed what I shared with you today. Trust and believe, I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed, feel like you're drowning, feel like you have got the world on your shoulders and you cannot figure out which way is up. I know. And that is why I started using the system that I just shared with you to plan my strategy for the year, and then also use my Asana tool to plan out how I'm going to actually create that content throughout the year. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did and you want your very own version, I have that link down below. Make sure you click it and you can get all of the tools that I shared with you, as well as purchase my template for content strategy creation. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, AF Patrick, TikTok, AF Patrick Official, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. I will see you again next time.